feel a little bit complacent about most things in life. You see, whether you whether you accept it or not, you get. Most times, people don't just think about what they do in terms of happiness. People don't think about what they do in terms of fulfillment. I can tell you for a fact that 90 to about 85% of the people that are currently working simply work because they need to survive. They've thrown away the concept of being happy with what you do. I mean, if you stay in a country like ours where sometimes you're happy doing a particular thing, but that particular thing can't fit you, you start compromising, you start going against that. So today, I thought I should share with people, I thought I should talk to you about what you do, what you love, and also ask you the question, do you truly, truly love what you do? You know, it's a question of reflection. It's a question of honesty. It's a question of being true to your existence. Okay, it's not about the sentiment of I have job security or whatever. Yes, you have job security. We clearly accept that you have job security. It's not about saying, okay, my job is better than the other person's own. Now, the question is, in that job that you're doing, in that job that you claim you are doing, do you feel proud of what you are currently doing? Are you proud? Can you currently identify with that job? Can you say, okay, this is what I do for a living and I'm proud of it? That's a question you need to ask yourself. That's a question that calls for a deeper reflection. Most times, like my friend will say, sometimes you go plan, and sometimes life will plan a different one give you. You may have your plans, and your plans may not always be the perfect one. At least to some people, their plans are good. Yeah, their plans for because nobody will actually plan that bad things will happen to him or her, but then bad things happen even to good people. Sometimes our plans don't go as planned. Yeah, our plans don't go as planned most times, but there's something more we can do even if our plans don't go as planned. We can at least try to love what we see at the moment. Now you see, for most of the things you would be proud to do, for most of the so-called jobs you'll be happier doing, the truth is most of them may not be able to pay you as much as you would want to have. Most of them may not be able to take care of your finances. Let's say, for instance, you what am I going to say? Let's say you have a government job. Okay, you have a job with the government. You work a regular 9 to 6 or 6 to 6 or whatever. 9 to 6, let's say, for instance. You work a regular job. You're just the average everyday guy. Now your white collar job pays you like 50,000 naira monthly, and then you also have a side hustle, which is like maybe raising birds or having a farm or something. And your side hustle pays you about 300,000 naira monthly. Ideally, people do not want to identify with farmers. People feel this is like a low job. That this is like a job that people don't really look out for. People don't really see as being a high income job. But this job pays your bill. You see, sometimes you may not get the job satisfaction from the exact thing that pays your bill. That doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. It only means that you should put more deliberate effort in order to see that that job that you're not proud of, that is paying your bills, that is taking care of you more than the one you should be proud of, you should channel your energy towards that job. It is just the exact thing to do. You know the Vilfredo Pareto principle, the 80-20 principle says that 20% of your income, 20%, like 80% of your income will come from 20% of what you do, and the remaining 80% may not really bring in the income. Now, if you put the Pareto principle into work, you see, even if the work that has the lower prestige, even if the work that has the lower prestige doesn't sound so good, but it pays your bill, that is exactly what a reasonable person should channel more of his energy to. Now you should have to channel, that is 20% of what you would love to do, okay? You have to channel 80% of your energy into that 20% to get the exact result you're looking for. At the end of the day, eh? See, listen, just hold on, chill. I know you're going to say something. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if the other job is more prestigious, but if it cannot pay your bill, it is absolutely a waste of time. Take it from me that I'm saying, if it cannot pay your bill and sustain you perfectly, it is absolutely a waste of time. Maybe people do things just for the love, people do things for, but in reality, we need to do things that will pay our bills and pay our bills right. And if you've come with me to this point, I would like to know what you're thinking of, or what you think in the comment section. Well, what you think might be different from mine. You get, your ideas may be entirely different from mine. But would you rather do a job that looks foolish but pays you well, or do a job that looks reasonable but pays you peanuts? Let me know what you think. I'll be waiting. Yeah, I know people are going to come to argue, I'll do this because the job is nice and blah, blah, but just let me know what you think. This is just my humble opinion. This is my opinion. You can say what you want to say. You can do what you want to do. But let me know what you think. Just let me know what you think. I'm right here. I'll be responding to it soon.